Hey, you. Yes, you. Take a breath with me for a moment. Inhale, exhale. Now tell me honestly, when was the last time you looked at yourself in the mirror and whispered, "Am I really happy with who I've become?" It's a heavy question, I know, but it's one worth asking. Because sometimes, beneath the routines and responsibilities, beneath the smiles we wear to get through the day, there's a quiet voice inside us that whispers, "There's more to me than this." And you know what? That voice isn't wrong. There is more to you. There always has been. We live in such a loud world, don't we? Everything's rushing. New trends, new goals, new standards. People post their achievements every day, and you start to wonder, am I falling behind? Am I doing enough? Why does everyone seem to have their life together, except me? And it's funny, because behind those same smiles you see online, there's another person, somewhere out there, scrolling through your life and thinking the same thing about you. Isn't that wild? We're all comparing ourselves to someone else's best moments while quietly fighting our own battles in the background. Let me ask you, when was the last time you did something just for you? Not for your boss, not for likes, not for approval, just because it made your soul feel lighter? Maybe it was drawing, writing, or dancing, the things you used to love as a kid before the world told you to be practical. Maybe it was taking a quiet walk, no headphones, just the sound of your own footsteps reminding you that you're still here. Or maybe it was just saying no to something, finally choosing your peace over pleasing everyone else. That right there is growth, small, quiet, but real. Sometimes growth isn't about moving mountains. Sometimes it's about learning to stop climbing every hill that isn't yours to climb. It's waking up one morning and realizing, I don't need to chase validation anymore. It's deleting that app that makes you feel small. It's choosing to walk away from people who drain your energy, even if they've been around for years. It's eating breakfast on time. It's resting without guilt. It's forgiving yourself again and again for being human. You see, we were taught to celebrate big achievements, the graduation, the promotion, the house, the before and after pictures. But nobody teaches us to celebrate the in-between moments, the messy, uncertain, quiet ones where we're still figuring things out. Those moments are the real milestones of growth. And I'm not speaking as someone who has it all figured out. Trust me, I don't. I've been lost too. I've had those nights where you lie awake staring at the ceiling, wondering, what am I doing with my life? I'm trying so hard. Why does it still feel like I'm not enough? I've had mornings where I couldn't even look at my reflection without feeling disappointed. Not because I hated myself, but because somewhere along the way, I forgot who I was supposed to be. And maybe you've felt that too. That strange emptiness that comes when your routine becomes your entire identity, when you stop dreaming because you're too busy surviving, when fine becomes your go-to answer for everything. But here's something I learned the hard way. You can't improve what you don't acknowledge. You can't change what you keep pretending doesn't hurt. So let's be honest with ourselves. What have you been avoiding lately? Maybe it's a conversation you've been too afraid to start. Maybe it's a part of yourself you've been hiding. That creative spark, that dream, that passion that once made your eyes light up. Maybe it's forgiving someone, or forgiving yourself, for a mistake that's been weighing you down for years. What's stopping you from being the person you want to be? Fear? Doubt? Comparison? Maybe you're waiting for the right time. But here's a secret. There is no perfect time. There's only now, and now is always enough to start. Let's talk about improvement, not the Instagram version, but the real one. It's not always pretty. It's crying in your car because you can't explain what's wrong, but you still show up anyway. It's falling back into old habits and choosing not to hate yourself for it. It's learning to say, okay, I messed up, but I'm learning. Improvement isn't about becoming someone else. It's about returning to yourself, the parts of you that life, stress, and expectations tried to bury. And the truth is, progress doesn't always feel like progress. Sometimes it feels like starting over again and again, like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But that's okay, because every time you choose to keep going, you're proving something powerful. You haven't given up on yourself yet. Let's pause here. Take a breath. Right now, in this moment, you're doing something beautiful. You're reflecting, you're listening, you're choosing awareness. And that, my friend, is the first step to healing. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to keep showing up, messy, confused, imperfect, but still trying. Because that's what strength looks like. Not perfection, but persistence. So maybe today you don't need to make a 5-year plan. Maybe today all you need is one small act of kindness for yourself. Take a walk. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Drink water. Call that one friend you miss. Forgive yourself for being tired. Tiny steps over time change everything. You are not behind. You are becoming. Every mistake, every heartbreak, every lesson, they've all been quietly shaping you into the person you were meant to be. Life doesn't ask you to be perfect. It just asks you to keep showing up. And you're still here, still breathing, still growing. That means something. Maybe no one's told you this lately, so let me be the one. You're doing better than you think. You're allowed to slow down, you're allowed to rest, you're allowed to change your mind, start again, and rewrite your story. You are not a failure because your timeline looks different. You're a masterpiece still in progress. This space, this page, is for people like you, people who are still searching, still learning, still figuring out what better truly means for them. Here we talk about healing, self-discovery, forgiveness, creativity, and everything in between. Because improvement isn't about fixing yourself, it's about remembering who you are. So stay a little longer. Let this be your corner of calm. Listen to the stories. Reflect, laugh, cry if you need to. And when you're ready, share your own story too. Because someone out there might need to hear your voice next. We're not here to be perfect. We're here to be real, to grow together, to learn together, to remind each other that even on the hard days, we're still becoming. So thank you for being here, for giving yourself these few minutes to slow down, breathe, and reconnect with you. You are not lost. You're just learning how to see yourself again. And that is the most beautiful kind of growth. Share your moments with us. Yes, even your deepest, darkest secrets. Go, actplum.com.